Hi guys. Alright, let me do this again. Hi everybody, I just finished Pokemon Regionals. I placed 626 out of 1,800 people. I went 4 wins, 4 loss, and 1 tie. Had a great time. I got all my Pokemon cards, collected all the full arts, all the blinged out cards. I had a great time, met everybody from across the world, and all the locals and the friends I've made along the way. It was a great time, and to top it off, the first shipment of Yokawai has come, the game I created for my love of card games. Got 6 booster packs. You can get this in the link description below. Yokawai is it's a game. It's a card game, and the story is Yokawai is a lost book, a magical book of Yokawai, which are magical cute girls or waifu cards, and you can battle them, collect them, and trade them. The cards themselves are the lost pages of the book, and I'm excited to get this unboxing video. I waited so long, I worked so hard on this. Every single card I made all by myself, and I've managed to monetize it. It's been a whole month in the process, maybe even a month and a half, even while preparing for Pokemon as well. So I'm glad to start off my own. So let's get this unboxing video. Now, we actually had a weird problem with the first set of manufacturing, so I'm hoping that we won't have this problem again for the second batch. I'm just gonna pretend I opened it, and then here we go. First 6 packs. There's actually nothing wrong with the card itself. Maybe one card has a little bit of a flaw. There's one card that I could fix right now, so who knows, even maybe by after this I will have all the cards perfect. This is the card back before we get into it. You can see there's a little bit of a white border that I may or may not have got perfectly. You can see it at the top and the side there. But I kind of like the way that looks at the same time. But that is the card back, Yokawai. Yeah, if you're wondering, the art is all AI art, but the rest of the design is me. Even the AI art is still designed by me. And I'm not an artist, so the design part comes from like the gameplay. The creativity and the manufacturing was actually all by me. Well, now the manufacturing was originally by me, but now I've gotten the game crafters. Actually, all the cards are different, so I think this is still fine. You can find it on the Game Crafter website in the link below. Let's see what our first pack is. It's kind of exciting. We get a fire energy. That's some fire energy. Let's bring in the fire energy. It's really cold here in Toronto. You can ask all the people who came in from regionals from across the world how cold it is today. Card number 2. Haunted Graveyard. Search your discard pile for 1 Yokawai and shuffle it into your collection. This is a legend card, which is pretty much like a trainer card. It's the legend of the Haunted Graveyard. The energy card we got is actually called a power in this game. It says that you may only play 1 power from your hand per turn. It says in the bottom left, power. That's how you would distinguish all of them. The cards are great. They're way better than my bootleg ones. They feel so good. The cardboard is incredible. I can't believe my ideas have come to life right here. Card number 3. They come in a pack of 6, and you get 6 booster packs for your purchase for only $25, I think. So yeah, if you guys enjoy that. Duel is pretty much boss's orders if you play Pokemon. Target an enemy Yokawai and force it to defend from the front line. So in this game, there's a back line and a front line. There is no active position. So every Yokawai is in the back line. And every turn you move 1 Yokawai from your back line to your front line. for the attack, and then at the end of your turn, it goes back to the back line. Alright, we're halfway through the first pack. Lunar Cycle. It's kind of like Professor's Research. Discard your hand and then draw 5 pages. A legend card. You can play as many legend cards as you like per turn. Kind of OP, if I really think about it. But the whole point of Yokawai is to be kind of OP. It's about you being OP. It's not about your Pokemon. It's about you interacting with the cards themselves. Yokawai card number 5. Torch. Search your discard pile for a firepower and put it into your hand. So the first set is actually a fire-based set. And hopefully we can get the Yokawai here. A fire-type Yokawai. Let's see. There's no seeding in these booster packs, so you're gonna get random. Final card is a Magma. We actually got a Yokawai. It says there in the bottom left. Magma, 4 HP in the top right corner. Not as high as the Pokemon numbers anymore, but maybe Power Creep will get us eventually, right? Ability, Divine Light. Once per turn, you may search your discard pile for a firepower, and put it into your hand. Its attack when you play it onto the front line is it's Hot Body. Sorry. It costs 1 firepower that you would need to attach. Luckily, we got 1 firepower here, so we'll attach that thing. If defended by Yokawai, this attack deals an additional 2 damage. I like the pull order we've gotten so far randomly, because I get to explain to you that you don't actually need to have your Yokawai defend an attack, because in this game, you have your own HP. I said that this game is very interactive, so each player starts off with an amount of HP, and then in the case where I were to play a Yokawai into my front line, and then, or the enemy were to play it into their front line, for example, well then I could choose to not play my own Yokawai to defend it, and I could take the damage directly to my HP. So I would be at 10 HP in this example. So Magma is a Yokawai that does low damage to the player itself, but does double damage to other Yokawai. So it can kind of scare the opponent player into not defending your attack and making the player themselves another Yokawai. So booster pack number 2. The way the seeding works is if you get a pack of 6, you will get the whole master set. There's 36 cards in a deck. I really like the balance we got here. We actually got a great balance on our first pack. I love it. As I was saying, there's 6 cards in each pack, and you'll get 6 packs just like this video with your purchase. There is rarities, but I wanted the first set to be a playable deck as well. So if you get 6 booster packs, you'll have 36 cards, and 30 cards is how much you need for a deck in Yokawai. We got another Magma. We already had a duplicate just off the top. Done with that one. I'm actually kind of happy about that. Ready for the next one, guys? Solar Cycle. We got Lunar Cycle earlier, so this is Solar Cycle, which is like Iono or Marnie compared to the Lunar Cycle, which was Professor's Research. Solar Cycle, all collectors must shuffle their hand into the bottom of their collection, then draw 4 pages. Disruption card, a staple. I wanted to get a good amount of staples in the first set, just to make it kind of fun. Next card, we're halfway through actually we're at card number 3 in this one. Kindle, discard a fire, energy, power from your hand, then draw 3 pages from your collection. Great way to draw through your deck at the cost of 1 firepower if you have one in your hand. Next card, firepower. Speaking of, I wonder if we can keep getting this incredible hit rate. Dragona! We got the chase card, I suppose. In Pokemon terms, this would be like Charmander. Oh, actually, this is actually Dragona Ascended. You can see it's Yokawai Ascended, which means it's actually Charizard. It has 10 HP. With the ability called Dragon Wing Sword, and which means you can only ascend your Dragona by playing a Dragon Wing Sword, which is another legend card. And its attack is Burning Rage. Does 2 damage, but it deals 4 damage for every firepower discarded from this Yokawai. Interesting. Yeah, that's that damage. That's that attack. Looks like this is actually a misprint if I'm being honest. But I'll go fix that, I swear. This is an original Dragana misprint. Next card in there. I didn't actually look at it yet. And it's the original Dragana with Burning Rage. So we do have a couple errors. This is an original Dragana. I've actually fixed this one. And the only thing wrong with it is that it says 2 cards, which is out of the canon, because it's supposed to be called page. So I've actually edited to say draw 2 pages. But here it is, Dragana. We actually got both in one pack, so this is kind of a god pack right here. If you were to open this pack, you would probably be the best Yokawai player ever. There you go. Dragana, and Dragana has been ascended as well. Halfway pack. We've got 2 done. Let's go. Let's see what we get here. We get another firepower. If we can get like 1 firepower per booster pack like we have been, that is some insane odds. Furnace, discard a page from your hand. It could be any. Then search your collection for a firepower and put it into your hand, then shuffle your collection. That is actually a pretty cool card. You discard anything and you can get a firepower for it. Of course, you don't have to use these cards if you don't want to, but if they work for your deck, then you can. Here's Fireball. This one is a really fun one. Discard a firepower to target an enemy and deal 2 damage. You can target an enemy Yokawai, or you can target the enemy player themselves. And it's kind of fun to use. You just like have a fireball in your hand and you play it. You deal your fireball. Fun stuff. Here we go. Haunted Graveyard, discard. Search your discard pile for Yokawai, shuffle it into your collection. I actually nerfed this card because it was originally back into your hand, but I thought it was more balanced and a little bit more interesting as shuffling it back into your collection. And next one, Duel, Boss's Orders, of course. Staple card, I had to, you know, it's fine to have. Wish, this one's a fun one. It's kind of trash if you get tails, but it's flip a coin. If heads, search your collection for a page and put it into your hand, then shuffle your collection. It's pretty much Crime-O-Matic without the discard. You know, flip a coin. If you get it, you can get any card you want. If not, then it's an empty card. Kind of brutal, kind of awesome. Again, you don't have to play it, but if you want to, you could. It's get any card, so might be worth it, might not be. Just gotta get that heads. If not, then oof. But that's the fun of it. These booster packs are killing me. I hope when they get sent to you, they're not opened. And I don't know if I want to rip those. That's why so I don't want to worry about it like that. Willow, we got a new Yokawai here. 2 HP, pretty low on the HP, but it's balanced out because its ability Smoky Ghost. You may discard a firepower attached to this Willow to negate a single attack. So for example, you have your Willow right here. You have an energy that's already attached. And if you wanted to see what it would look like for a single turn in Yokawai, it would look like this. So the enemy will play their Dragana into front line, and they'll play Burning Rage for 2 damage. So I would either have the choice to take it to my HP and lower it, and if it reaches 0, then I die, or I can play Willow onto the front line to defend that attack. And then the ability Smoky Ghost allows me to discard 1 firepower to negate a single damage or a single attack. So I would just discard that, and it has full HP. Both Yokawai go back to the back line, and it's my turn now. Speaking of my turn, my attack is Will of the Wisp for 1 firepower, deals 2 damage. If this attack is defended by a Yokawai, the defending Yokawai cannot retaliate. So, for example, again, for my turn, I attach firepower to it, play it into the front line, so I'm dealing 2 damage straight to them, and then they may defend it with their Dragana, as you can see there. I'll deal 2 damage with Will of the Wisp, but like it says, if this attack is defended by Yokawai, the defending Yokawai cannot retaliate, so there's no return damage in this case. And I deal 2 damage to that Dragana, just like this. And yeah, just for example, I hope I didn't spoil the rest of these cards, because I did not even realize that's what I did. Next card. Solar Cycle, a nice little Iono, classic card. Next one, Dragana Ascended. This is the alternate art illustration rare. There's only one in the batch. We got it here halfway through on the 4th booster pack. The best card. It's essentially just a alternate art of these. These two are the same card for playability purposes, but they're both only 1 copy in a batch of 6 booster packs. So these are the top hit cards of the set. I got them, guys. I'm so hyped. But we did not get the ability that we needed. The ability says, almost just destroyed that card. The ability is if we zoom in really closely, because what matters is the ability, right? You can only ascend this Dragana from the hand after playing Dragon Wing Sword. I'm actually feeling pretty lucky. Considering our chances, we have not gotten Dragon Wing Sword yet, so it's a chance that this is it. Firepower. We always need those. Okay, no need to get mad. Dragon Wing Sword. Nope, Kindle again. Discard a Firepower and draw 3, so let's discard that. And here we go. Furnace again. I don't have any cards to discard. We did not get any Dragon Wing Swords, which is insane. But that's the beauty of Yokawai. We have 2 packs left. I'm assuming Dragon Wing Sword has to be in these 2. We might even get a God pack with 2. Dragon Wing Sword. Come on. There it is. First off the top. Search your collection for a Firepower and attach it to a Yokawai. Then shuffle your collection. This card must be played to ascend Dragana. I can show you that to you right now. How to do that. So, here's Dragana. It's just sitting here on the bench, right? I have the original Dragana Ascended in my hand, and I also have Dragon Wing Sword in my hand, and so I can now play the Dragon Wing Sword, and lets me search my deck for a Firepower and attach it to one of my Yokawai, which I will do right there. And then that, because I played Dragon Wing Sword, as it says in the ability and in open brackets, that's how you ascend Dragana into the 10 HP higher damage attacker. That was off the top of the first deck. Okay, here we go. Firepower, classic. We've actually had a great hit rate. Like, that was 1 per pack. And there's no such thing as seeding in this, so 1 per pack is actually insane. We got another Dragana. There's 2 copies of that in the pack of 6. Torch. Search your discard pile for a Firepower and put it into your hand. Kind of like a revival thing. Dragon Wing Sword, we got 2 in 1 pack. The God pack is real. And we also got a double energy in 1 pack. So this one is the last one. Gonna be hype. Probably gonna have duplicates. I don't think we've got anything new. Torch Mage is actually new. Its ability is Torch Staff. Once per turn, you may attach 1 Firepower to one of your Yokawai. If you do, draw 1 card. Yeah, a little misprint anyways, but who cares at this point. Torch Mage, sort of like Calyrex, Shadow Calyrex. So, say we have Dragana on the bench. This is actually getting pretty hype. I know we have 1 more Yokawai to still unbox. So, Torch Mage, we have it on the bench here. We have ability in our hand. We have a power in our hand, sorry. And we play the ability Torch Mage, a Torch Staff, attach Firepower, and then you can draw 1, which pretty much gives us 2 attach per turn, which really utilizes Dragana's Burning Rage. This attack deals 4 damage for every Firepower discarded from this Yokawai. So we have 2 damage at this point. Discard 3 for 4 each, so we're doing like 14 damage, which is enough to win a game of Yokawai if you have 12 HP, like I had it in balancing phase. But the chances of you having that much Firepower, I don't know. This is the last pack magic. We're gonna have a bunch of duplicates here, aren't we? Torch Mage, duplicate right after itself. We love to see it. My statistic game is on fire. Speaking of fire, Fireball. Discard a firepower to deal 2 damage to an enemy. So Fireball, discard that. Bam! Deal 2 damage. It's a fun thing to do. Wish. Flip a coin if it's heads. Search for any card you want. Let's go. I got it right here. Let's go. Wish. Make a wish. I wish this thing blows up. 5. It didn't blow up. RIP. You hate to see it. That was my wish. Not coming true, which is kind of funny to say. Lunar Cycle. Discard your hand. Draw 5 pages. Pretty big because 5 is a pretty big number in this game when it comes to draw support. So it comes at the cost of discarding your hand, which can be brutal or it can be awesome. I think the art looks incredible. This is some of the most beautiful art I've ever seen. I honestly am just admiring it right now. It's really awesome to see it come to life in person. Here we go, the final card is the Willow. That was weird, I was just holding it and it happened to be the final card. That right there is the little smoky ghost. And yeah, she's kind of hot. I mean, every character in this set is kind of hot because this is the fire set, so obviously that was gonna be the case. But yeah, that's one whole set. That's whole set 1 right there for you. 36 cards for a deck. And if you guys buy it, I'd be happy to battle you in a game of Yokawai. These cards look great. I don't know. I hope you guys think so too. The design, the production, the manufacturing was all set up by me. The marketing, the pricing, all by me. It was a project made, funded just from passion of mine. And I'm proud of it. Even if nobody buys it, I'm still happy to have these cards in my hands right now. And I think they have a really nice... They came out really nice. The design is actually... looks good. I hope you guys think so too. It's a little... You can kind of get your centering. You can see the centering is different for each card. But hey, if you can get a PSA 10 in one of my cards, shout out to you. I will actually... I think you are the best. Yeah. I had a great weekend, guys. Pokemon Regionals. You can see I'm still wearing my little wristband, actually. I just come home. I was watching the day 2 in person. And before I left, Yokawai was waiting for me at my front door. And I was like, what is this? I completely forgot about it. But here it is. And I'm even more excited about it right now. After regionals, I didn't try to sell these. I sold a lot of Pokemon cards today, made like $200, but now I'm selling my own cards. So please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'd like to thank you guys for all the views and subs. I'm at 300 today, which is awesome. Haven't made a video in a while because I was busy at regionals. But here's another one. Thanks for watching, guys.